So welcome to the show. This is The Force Always. My name is Diz, aka David Zammit. Let's get on with the show with the news, the views, reviews and interviews. And today is an unexpected special edition in which I'm going to go and see End of Oak Street and review it for you. And that is pretty much the whole show today. But to give you some Star Wars news, D23, the big Disney convention, is about 24 to 48 hours away. That is going to be a big one, especially for Star Wars fans, and I'm wishing to be a big one anyway. So that is pretty much a Star Wars news at the moment. But for now, we're going to go into this cinema back behind me. Not really, no need for us really going on about where I'm going today, because I've been here a number of times, which is Chadstone Shopping Centre. Sounds a bit lame, but it's actually a luxurious type shopping centre. Very nice cinema. I wouldn't say it's my favourite cinema, but it's a very good cinema. Anyway, let's go and see End of Oak Street and give you a review shortly. Now I've seen it, shortly the review. Okay, so the review for End of Oak Street, just coming out now. Look, it's really hard to give this one a number out of 10, but I'm going to give it a shot. I'm going to say 6.9 out of 10. 6.9 out of 10 for this. It's look to the film, which was, I thought, late 70s, early 80s. It's actually 1982. Looks really good. The sets are amazing. The acting was fantastic for the time period. The story was pretty straightforward, but the big glitches in this film is the transition from, going from a normal sort of neighborhood into a crazy dinosaur neighborhood, and all these sort of science to the actual film, which is a fantasy, obviously. It just really doesn't transition well. I just thought the whole buying into now you're in dinosaur sort of world, or being surrounded by a dinosaur world, for these particular people in the film was a little bit too quick. The understanding of how they could get out and things like that I just didn't buy it that well. It didn't transition really well. But if you are a person that loves to take a little bit of the funky green stuff and you want a Saturday night out, boy, this film will get you elevated. It is a good film, but it's really, really creepy. You will see things in this that you've never seen dinosaurs do. And let me tell you, never seen dinosaurs do in an actual blockbuster type of film. Anyway, so that is my review. 6.9 out of 10. It is worth seeing. I did see it in an IMAX, just for the hell of it. It doesn't really need IMAX. And to a degree, you don't need to see it in a cinema, to a degree. But it's shot well enough for an IMAX or a regular cinema, or even the TV at home. But it's very bizarre. It's a very bizarre film. Also, just should add, it's got that sort of classic sort of E.T., if you remember E.T., the extraterrestrial sort of shots. Has a lot of that nostalgia sort of feel. Anyway, that is my review. 6.9 out of 10 for the End of Oak Street. Shortly, we're going to go into views and interviews. This is the views section of this particular episode, and its views is my viewpoint opinion, or possibly a view idea on a Star Wars story. Let's look at Ewan McGregor. I think Ewan McGregor right now is just on point to make Obi-Wan Season 2. Just on point, meaning his look now can really transition, and this season 2, if they ever did it for Obi-Wan Kenobi on Disney Plus, would have to be a final season because it's too close to the transition of this and A New Hope, Episode 4 and Rogue One and things like that. But he is right now in the prime position of an older Obi-Wan Kenobi, meeting up with the Alec Guinness original actor who played Obi-Wan. He would be in that realm. He'd be very, very close. You could do a lot of makeup and hair work to sort of create a very close version. You want it to be as close as possible. Anyway, so that's my views for this time around. Let's get into interviews. Interviews is usually my last questions I got in my last particular video. And the last particular video, anyway, let's have a look. We've got Michael from Werribee South. Can you believe it? Michael from Werribee South. Now this is, I think he's asking questions on the end of Oak Street, the movie, which I've just seen and given you a review. The film, gotta use glasses these days. The film critics noted that the script leans heavily on Abrams' signature mystery box storytelling method, leaving audiences to guess what cosmic event relocated the neighborhood. Do you think this open-ended style works better for a standalone sci-fi thriller like Oak Street, or did it suit the narrative demands of the Star Wars sequel trilogy better? Look, this film, End of Oak Street, is definitely a standalone. It really cannot connect to anything else. There's no real reason for it to connect to anything else. It's open-ended style, as Michael was putting it, does work. Sort of having you wonder. There's a lot of wonder in Abrams' work. I think he gets that influence from Spielberg, but I think it's really good. In that sense of the film, that was really good. Anyway, to the next question from Michael from Werribee South. Some audiences initially theorized that Oak Street was a secret anthology addition to the Cloverfield universe. Given how Star Wars utilizes spin-offs like Rogue One and Solo, do you prefer standalone blockbusters to completely avoid shared cinematic universes, or do you join looking for interconnected Easter eggs? Look, you could tell from the get-go, from the previews, from the actual posters, that this was not going to be connected to Cloverfield. I enjoy standalone projects, but in Star Wars itself, I'm into the episodic saga, episodes 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 so far, and I look forward to 10, 11, and 12 if that would ever happen. I'm sure it will be. As I've said secretly, I think Starfighter is a secret episode 10. That's my opinion. But standalone projects are good. But in Star Wars itself, I think personally, the episodic saga is just great. Anyway, the next question from Michael from Werribee South, another one from Michael from Werribee South. You can ask me any questions from anyone at any time. It doesn't have to be just Michael from Werribee South, but I get some other people in there, so send me in your comment, send me in your questions. Anyway, the next question from Michael from Werribee South is Ewan McGregor stated that his years of lightsaber choreography significantly helped him handle the intense stunt work required to fight off prehistoric predators. When watching him face off against dinosaurs, did you still see shades of Obi-Wan Kenobi's physical poise, or did he successfully transform into an ordinary suburban dad? You know what? For a second you just go, that's Obi-Wan Kenobi, but you know what? He transitioned well into a suburban dad. He did a really, really good job. The physicality in this film is a little bit there, but not a whole lot of hard work there. It's not crazy stunt work, but he transitioned to a suburban dad really well without me thinking Obi-Wan too many times throughout this whole film. And that was it shows how remarkable of an actor Ewan McGregor is. Anyway, the next and final question is, in an interview with a Rabbit's Foot, Lucas dismissed critics and skeptics AI by comparing them to historical lovedities. He stated that resisting AI in cinema is exactly like clinging to a horse and carriage while refusing to accept the automobile. To Lucas, technological evolution is inevitable, stating bluntly, there's nothing you can do about it. That's progress, it's the future. Your thoughts, which is my thoughts. I believe exactly what Lucas is saying. AI, if it can be used, use it. Animation, if you can use it, use it. Practical effects, if you can use it, use it. If it works for your story, that's what I believe in. I think AI is amazing. And the actual Star Wars films that are in AI on YouTube, actually, for me, are more about the great storytelling psychologically. That's why they're working, for me, much better than The Ninth Jedi, which is the cartoon that is out on Disney Plus at the moment. But I think AI should be used if it needs or can be used. That's my opinion. Anyway, that is the interviews for this time around. Whilst we're looking at a typical Melbourne day in the winter here, grey, overcast. I'm in the foyer here where the cinema is in Chadstone Shopping Centre. I know it sounds a bit lame, a shopping centre, but it is a grand shopping centre here, and it's got a nice cinema here. I did see the film in IMAX. It's not a real IMAX, but it's a very comfortable big screen. It's not the 70mm, but it's very good. I just went to see it for the hell of it in IMAX. Why not? Anyway, subscribe to the channel, The Force Always. I'm here 3-4 times a week. Now, the next episode should be a pretty big episode because D23, the convention for Disney, would have dropped, and I'm wishing for some big Star Wars news, especially Starfighter, which is coming out 2027. Anyway, that is the show for this time around. Again, subscribe to the channel, like and share if you like. And until next time, my friends, keep rocking.